Mitchell for 9211 coming at you with another live duel. This is a special duel. So I'm going to start off a new series called TEE. So it's a TEE duel. So in case you don't know what it is, like I said, it is a special duel. The TEE stands for, in case you're wondering, triggering emotional enemies. So I run across several problems. The problems that I have is winning too much. Another one is people running away with either lost connection or they surrender. So I have that issue. It's not a complaint. It's more of something that occurs a lot. So I've been noticing every single card that I play in my deck is a trigger card. Like, I purposely play it because nobody likes them. So I picked cards. I've been saying this for a while, and people have not been reading the live comments on the left bottom, the white part, letters. So as I do, I'm having conversation with my opponents. I really don't say anything. They're the ones that cry. So I wanted to start a new series, and like I said, it's called TEE. Usually, this is a behavior of a woman, but it's very dominant in a lot of the men as well. So TEE, like I said, stands for triggering emotional enemies. So basically, any of my opponent that I duel, I play Dark Magician. That's a hated card. I play Dragoon. That's a hated card. They hate Anaconda. They hate Dark Magic Attack. They hate Circle. They hate Eternal Soul. I'm sorry. They hate Skill Drain. They hate Mystic Mind. They hate Rod. They hate Magician Souls. They hate Ice, Dragon Prison, and so many other cards. Soul Servant. And then one of the most hated cards I play too is Magician's Restage. So most of my videos, I get dislikes and I get a lot of comments, is based on the fact that they hate the cards, like every single card. So in case you didn't catch on, my deck is built on what people hate. Basically, if a card is loved by like 99.9% of the Yu-Gi-Oh community, I don't play it. That's one of the reasons why I don't play any hand traps. I don't play Impermanence. I don't play Ash. And I don't play any OCG. I just play TCG cards. And I destroy everything with it. And like I said, I wanted to make a new series. I know this is a long explanation, but I wanted you to understand. Basically, opponents that get triggered, so they're just triggered emotional opponents. So they just get angry. Their feelings run rampant because of the cards I play, and it doesn't matter what they say, what they do, they lose anyways. So here we go. We're gonna go step by step because a lot of people don't believe me because they're missing reading the conversation I'm gonna do for you. So here we go. I have Circle, Apprentice. This is a hated card as well. Apprentice Illusion. Secrets of Dark Magic is a very hated card. Jester Confit. Everyone hates that card, especially Dark Magician players. Magician Souls is a hated card because people can't afford it. But it's not really because they can't afford it. It's just because they're not smart enough to get the card when it's $30. They'll wait until the card's $150. That's why the cards are hated. They hate it because they don't want to buy them when they're very affordable. They want to buy them when the cards are over $130. That tells you how smart they are. So then another card that's hated is Twin Twister. So here we go. So he activates the effect to negate. Linked Anaconda. There's your first trigger if you read the left. So his words, if you read them slowly, it says, God, I hate that card. It's so hard to beat. Now, since this is an episode of trigger emotional enemies, I'm going to go ahead and describe how what they're saying is a lie. Dragoon in my channel, and I've said it many times before, they're probably going to ban them and good riddance. I'm happy that they're going to get rid of them because I don't really care for Dragoon. But a lot of people think that Dragoon's like a powerful card. And like he said on the comment, he said it's hard to get rid of. If you see all my duels, like 90% of the duels I run across, a Dragoon has never beat me. I always smoke a Dragoon. The Dragoons are so easy to get rid of. It's just people are not, they're not intellectually smart to set up a way to beat it. So when Dragoon comes in, they basically lose the duel. So first trigger, emotional enemy from this person. He's angry. So I commented back to him and I told him this is a lie. The Dragoon is the weakest monster I have. I told him he's the weakest. And the guy told me like, you're lying. And then I told him, I'll prove to you that he's the weakest. You're going to destroy him. I guarantee it 100%. And then I actually told him, my boss monster is going to come afterwards and he's going to destroy you. And the guy said I was lying. He said BS. So read the comments. There you go. Look, I said he's the weakest. And he doesn't believe me. So I negate his trap card because I don't want it. And then he brought number 41, Baguska. And anything that's in the field gets negated and set to defense. Everything. He plays Raigeki and he's angry because he's not able to destroy the Dragoon. So he was triggered a second time. So then I mentioned to him that Dragoon would be gone pretty soon to relax. I'm trying to comfort him. See, not only do I have to deal with the duel, people don't realize this because they never read the comments. Not only do I have to destroy my opponent, they also make me responsible for comforting them. Like if I'm some sort of psychologist, I have to comfort them, their feelings. So he activates an effect with the field spell. So he triggered the number 41 to negate everything. So I just returned him the favor. So he didn't realize, he must have forgot that I set the Mystic Mine. And now he says he hates the Mystic Mine. Now third trigger, I triggered him again. This is the third trigger. Now he hates the Mystic Mine. So he's now complaining about taking too long to get rid of the Dragoon. So now he's triggered for something else. So I'm comforting him. And I play the one card combo that everyone hates. And then I set 2 more cards that everyone hates. And I play one card that everyone hates face up. Effect, banish, and he tries to destroy my Dark Magician. So I told him this is my boss monster, And in the comments, he wrote, "You're kidding, right? He's a joke," he said. So what I told him was, "I'll prove to you that he's my boss master. He alone, he's going to destroy your whole field, and I'm going to destroy you." And then on the comments, I told him I'll show him that I'll destroy him. And he tried to trigger an effect. I changed skill drain. Vanish. So then I commented, "You see?" And I told him Dark Mage is my boss master. And he said he could destroy everything with Feather. And I didn't realize that this challenger was playing a Harpies. And for them, you usually play the right hand instead of the left to negate the spell. But we don't, even though they tell you we live in the Matrix, I don't believe that. This is the real world. So I go off by facts. Like if you have $100, you have $100. If you don't have $100, you don't have it. So he can say he has something. So now the excuses start. He was triggered like 6 times. And then now excuses start that if he had a feathers, the new trigger starts. He's triggered because he wants a feather. Dark Magician, vanish. Dark Magician, vanish. Attack, and just like I promised, Dark Magician attacked for the win. Dark Magic attack. So if you pay attention, I usually play the right hand, and that burns the feather. So then they'll make another excuse if they had their dragoon, and then if they had this, and if they had that. And if you pay close attention to the duel, he negated everything I was doing. He negated the dragoon, he negated all my effects, he popped all my spell traps. I didn't complain one time. Then number 41 negated my monsters, stopped from attacking. He negated all of my cards in my hand. 0 complaints, 0 fantasy stories, 0 triggers, 0 of everything. All I'm doing is just destroying everything he does, going through trampoline every single thing he does. And it's not just this Harpy Feathers deck, it's every deck that is this. Go back to my 110 videos. It's the same thing to everyone. There was a guy who summoned 2 or 3 dragoons in one duel, not in a match, in one duel, and I destroyed them all. All the ones he summoned, I destroyed. He played 2 from his deck, and then he special summoned 1 from my graveyard with what was it? With Monster Reborn, and guess what? I destroyed it too. So there you go. So I just showed you a new episode. It's called TEE, which stands for the trigger emotional enemies. Basically, people who are triggered by every card that I play. And as long as they keep getting triggered, I'm going to continue to play this deck. So every card that I play has been said that it sucks, that it can't win, that it's worthless. That's why none of the Dark Magician players play them, like Dark Magic Attack and all the other cards that I play. They don't like to play it. That's fine. I go undefeated and I trample, 0 complaints, 0 emotions. Dark Magic Attack.